Hello. I'm totally on time. I said 9:23. Okay. That is a lie, and I'm changing it from top chat to live chat, and this is gonna wiggle.
Hello.
Oops. I'm totally on time. Shut up, Carolyn. I said 9:23. There we go. Sorry. My lies were repeating themselves in front of me. Also, how bad is this wiggling? Alright, there we go. Okay. I hope this camera lasts, by the way. Can you hear me? Loud and clearly. Yes, the echo. Strike time. Yeah, I know. Sorry. We had technical difficulties. One day when everything's set up and nice and easy breezy, I'll still be late, but I'll come up with like a different excuse. I was gonna fix something. Now I can't remember. So anyway, could be louder, I think. Yeah, because of how everything is set up. How is this? Is this okay? How everything's set up. My mic is right there. Because my camera is up here. My mouse is down there. I have everything hooked in where it can be. And let me know if anything weird starts happening with the camera. If it doesn't work this time, then yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Hi husband, hi Di, hi Becca as Java Jive, and Sam and Max, if they're with you. Also, I just want to, Tank, hi Sam. I just want to also say that if you guys can't ever hear me, like volume obviously, but like if I'm kind of slurring my words a little bit, I'm not wasted. Probably. No, I definitely am not. I do have a harder time pronouncing some words, things like that, and that's one of the reasons I have Invisalign. But also I think it's a little bit to do with my Wisconsin accent that comes out sometimes, with some words and things. But if you ever have trouble understanding me, apparently it sounds like I have marbles in my mouth. And that's not the first time I've heard it. I hear this a lot. And I do have a pitched palate, which is being worked on with my Invisalign. It'll never be super great, but it'll be better. And that helps me move my tongue. Because apparently you're supposed to have room in your mouth for like your tongue and some space. And I didn't know that, because my tongue takes up my entire mouth. And it's not a sexy thing. So yeah, if you guys can't understand me, I'm working on some of it. Some of it I'm never gonna be able to fix. You don't hear an accent? Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think of some reasons why it might be harder sometimes. I do talk fast sometimes. It is easier already for me to say some words, and I if you could tell, I slowed down a few times just to get things out better. But yeah, I already forgot what I was saying. Anyway, it is getting better with the Invisalign already. Like they're just pushing my front teeth on the side like apart and stuff, and it'll just give me more room to actually articulate things well. But like with like my jaw, like I have like TMJ, and that may be the cause of my chronic tinnitus, but not sure yet. So the first thing to also address the chronic tinnitus, and you know, just to have a healthy mouth and stuff like that. Like we're just gonna try to move things around with the Invisalign, and I'll never get, like, for my TMJ, it's not at the point where it's where like my tinnitus or anything is making life so bad that like I'd never consider the surgery for it, because I don't think it's necessary to break my jaw just to please a few people. But I do appreciate comments that address things like that. And if it sounds like I'm a little jerky right now about it, it's just like I hear it a lot, and I've heard it a lot over my life that I'm hard to understand. I know, and I don't like when people say it sounds like I have marbles in my mouth. That part, kind of unnecessary, I thought. But otherwise, I do appreciate comments. So thank you, and I'm not mad at that person at all, because you don't know, you know. So I appreciate the comments, and yeah. None of us from Wisconsin hear an accent. Good. There's an accent. I don't know. I was just wondering why, maybe mixed with. I do know that I have to slow down some words and stuff to get them out okay right now. Like that entire sentence. But yeah, so I just wanted to address that if you guys are having trouble hearing me, when I get excited, I do talk fast and I can slur my words, so let me know. And I'm not, like, I appreciate that comment. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I hate the marbles part, because I've heard that before. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll do unboxing of the REM Pod. We'll get through this together. We'll get through my speech together. So, no, but like I said, I appreciate it, and I appreciate all, like, especially like at the beginning, like, I'm just starting this stuff. So since I'm just starting this, like, I appreciate the positive criticism. And if it sounded like I was a little rude a minute ago, like, I appreciate the comment. I just don't like one of the descriptions in it, because, yeah, I get it. But I did undo the tape so it would be easier. I thought maybe the tape sound would be a little not fun. But I have never done a REM pod in my house. I did experience a REM pod when I did the documentary in Mississippi, and then when we went back down and hung out with Alice, Christina, and we went down to Mississippi, and we visited her, and yeah, and we had a REM pod going in her house, and it went off. It was neat. So yeah. I've been told that today my coworkers here that I've been told that too by my coworkers here that I have a Wisconsin accent, but I don't notice one. Like, the only time like it was ever like said to me when I thought I really didn't have one was in high school. I did the Model OAS, the Organization of American States. Like, we got to go to like the building and stuff where they do it, and we had a meeting in the Watergate building with the actual Brazilian delegate, because we were Brazil. And it's like the United Nations, you know, but it's the Western Hemisphere. And I did a speech thing, and people came up to me after, and they said that I sounded like or they knew I was from Wisconsin before they were told I was from Wisconsin because of how I talk. What is a REM pod? I don't know. It is, I don't know what the R stands for, but I assume the EM stands for electromagnetic. Oh, they have a little thing in here that may or may not explain it. I feel like I was a jerk a little bit ago. I really appreciate comments, just so you guys know. Don't not comment because you're afraid you're gonna like make me pissy. Because I'm gonna be pissy no matter what. So I do appreciate the comment. I just don't like the marbles part. But I'll get over it. Because I appreciate it and you don't know me. You don't know that. That really stings a little bit. Okay. Remove paper cover before use. I mean, that makes sense. I get, like, how would the ghost get through if I didn't remove the paper cover? Wouldn't that be crazy if, like, cardboard was, like, what could stop paranormal activity from happening? I'm gonna read this because the antennas are apparently expensive to fix, or so I've heard. And it looks like it's like glued on right now to the cardboard I'm supposed to remove. Important information to note. Okay, so the REM Pod is a device that is supposed to detect ghosts. Oh yeah, so just so you guys know, I like to err on the side of caution, err on the side of ghosts are people. Just because, like, it would be rude if I was, like, just, like, laughing into an empty, thinking I was laughing into an empty room and, like, saying jerky things. And then, like, later on when I die, I find out ghosts are real and I was, like, a huge jerk. And now, like, everybody in the afterlife that I already know hates me. So, I'm not sure where I stand on this. And, if you want a really good example, if you want a really, really good description of like how I feel is how somebody else I just watched like they have like it seems like they have the same idea towards this, and so I'm gonna put up somebody's channel really quick for you guys to check out. This person really doesn't need me doing this. I'm sure that some of you guys probably already know this person. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, Penguin Zero, not Penguenzo, which is what I called him for a long time. He's also known as, he's got like the Moist Critical and stuff channels, and his name's Charlie, and he's got another channel called The Other Channel, which I did not realize until I went looking for a video he mentioned that the other channel is literally called The Other Channel. So when he said it's on the other channel, it's really on the other channel. And I'm like talking to the chat instead of the camera right now. Yeah, so Penguin Zero, Charlie, Moist Critical, he does like a ton of, I don't know how he has time for all this, but he did I Finally Hunted Real Ghosts, and he did that a day ago, and like how he describes like how he feels about ghost stuff, that's a pretty good description of where I'm at. Like, I'm not sold on it, but it'd be really great if all this was real and we could prove it and all that. But I did see somebody who wasn't there in Mississippi, and like, so that's like, I'm probably close. I'm like less skeptical than Charlie or Penguin Zero here, but like, I believe there's something going on. I don't think people are crazy. I think there's something going on, and I think it's possible that I think it is very possible that if the conditions are right, there is a paranormal world that can interact with us. I just really want to know though how it works before like I'm 100% sold on it. So anyway, yeah, and then he's got the rest of his ghost hunt he did. Sorry if the camera moves. The rest of the ghost hunt he did is on the other channel. So, but yes. Hi, Dom. You're doing really bad. Sleeping in your car for the last 2 months has taken its toll. Oh no. I'm sorry, Dom. I didn't realize. I hope that things are going to get better. I don't even know what to say because that sucks. And yeah, and if you want to talk about anything, the chat is here for you. Your mom is a narcissist and we don't get along. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Okay. So, the REM Pod instructions. So it detects ghosts in a way that, like, I assume, so it's like if a ghost gets closer, it like detects it through the antenna. I'm under the impression it's because the antenna is it's like, you know, there's a current that, or yeah, there's a current that's moving, that's pulsing or whatever in the antenna, and that's creating a magnetic field around it. So as something breaks into that magnetic field near the antenna, it alarms. And then if it just gets closer to the antenna, it alarms like at a different level. That is my best idea of this. I think it's just basic antenna science, which I really wish now that I would have taken the EM class. Or I took the EM class. I wish I would have taken the electronics class. Whatever. We did not have a radio class, so. Ooh, I can get 10% off something. I want to get a Boo Bear. Although my childhood teddy bear, I can just hook up. I can just hook up like a EMF detector or something to his bare body, and that should work. Okay. Oh, this is just telling me a difference between a different. Oh, I apparently have a newer REM Pod. Probably will detect ghosts better. The upgrade. No one knows, it's all good. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Caroline, you have my email address and one if you would like. I'll see y'all soon. Yeah, I'll send you an email. Yeah, because I'm sorry that this is happening. Yeah, and we can talk. And also we should talk about ghost hunting. And Christina's feeling better. Maybe Christina and I can all go out and do something. Zach too. Zach is included. I just always assume Zach is just part of me. I'm going to go do something, so clearly Zach is probably coming along. Yes, good night, Dom. And yeah, I hope I send you positivity and good energy, because I'd say I hope things get better, but I mean, I don't know what you can do with a narcissistic mom, so I'm sorry. Hi, Gail Hurd. It is so good to see you in here. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask Gail, did you have the tornadoes come like right through your town the other week? Like, if so, I'm glad you're okay. And even if they didn't come through your town, I'm still glad you're okay. But yeah, all of a sudden I thought, is that Denton? I'm not sure, and I don't want to give out everybody's addresses on here, but I'm pretty sure you've said it on here before. If not, I'll just delete that part. Oh, that is so scary. I'm so glad you're okay. And I hope, I can't remember how bad that one was. That one was bad though. Yeah, all of a sudden, like, I, like, read something about the Denton tornado, and then I was like, wait. Oh, is this the right article? An EF1? I thought it was bigger than that. Yeah. Okay. What is this news? 7 fatalities. Was that that's in your area, right? That's terrible. Okay. Everything is telling me to subscribe to see these news articles. I will have to look into this later. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Can I show read Timmer stuff on it? I don't see why. I can just ask for forgiveness instead of permission, right? I think that's how it works. I was just talking to somebody the other day, and they said the same. They said that, like, with what they do for work, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Sorry if that was loud. Not my intention to freak you out just now. Yeah, so that must be an old article. No, wait, this is 2015. Oh my gosh, Gail, get out. I need you to move. I can't have you living somewhere that Reed Timmer keeps visiting. I just can't. I can't have you living somewhere where Reed Timmer parks at the end of your driveway. I can't do that. So that's 2015. And then why, when I look it up, there's a 2019 and a 2011. Gail, get out of there. I can't have you living there anymore. Brenda was Valley Springs, Sandy. It was Brenda was the one that passed over the interstate. Oh. I gotta stop using Bing. It's bad. Valley View. That's it. I keep thinking, like, 'cause every once in a while I hear that Sandy Springs, Texas has something, and I just, when I go see Zach's parents, we go through it, and I just think that's like, when I played Minecraft a lot, I used to name things Sandy Springs and stuff, because I just think it's a very pleasant sounding name. And then when we went through a real Sandy Springs, I was just like, that is awesome. Like, there's a real place called that. Oh, also, if anybody plays Minecraft, I just started playing that again the other night. So, Brenda is, I don't know if that's connected to Valley View. I don't know if that's connected. Okay, REM Pod. I cannot get distracted. But I did want to make sure, I don't know. We had one that lasted 5 minutes. Storms were really bad here. 650,009 were without power for 5 days. 5 days? That is a lot of time without power. I know when we had big floods in Burlington and they didn't have power for, oh, I don't know. I mean, it was over a week, and my grandpa was on oxygen. Like, the emergency services, like the fire department and the cops and everybody, were really awesome, and they really helped out with making sure my grandpa had, like, oxygen tanks and stuff. And they still had their phone, though, because they have, like, a landline. And I'm laughing, but it's like, I'm laughing because my grandma was like cleaning up once and she cut her landline phone, and I happened to be around and I went over and I like put it together again. And so she just got really old taped up with electrical tape and my wiring. But yes, grandma is awesome. I should have my grandma on. When I go back up to Wisconsin, I should interview my grandma. We should ask her lots of questions about yesteryear. Encore said this was the first they had seen in 112 years. They served electric here. 7,500 workers came from other states to restore power. Floods were up to horses' necks. Floods were worse. Water up to horses' necks. That's terrifying. Yeah, like I was thinking about all like even when they're like it's just going through like farmland and stuff like that. It's like, well, first of all, that's crops and stuff like for the farmer, so that still stinks. But then like I mean, it's better than hitting a house with like a family in it and stuff, but like it still stinks when like a tornado is just going through farmland, because it's still farmland, you know, and that's still like wrecking people's stuff. But it is better than like going through a town. But then like also like the farm animals and stuff, you know. Okay, important information to note for my REM pod. Always be sure to use a fresh 9-volt DC alkaline battery during your investigation. When a battery needs to be changed, the REM pod EMT LEDs may start to fluctuate randomly. So, if I have a low battery, it may be a low battery and it may not be ghosts. Good to know. Be sure to install the 9-volt DC battery correctly to prevent possible damage to the circuit. Thanks. It is recommended to remove the antenna by unscrewing it at the base before transportation, as to not incur damage to the antenna. Should the antenna become damaged at any time, please contact these guys. The antenna should be snug in place, however. Slight movement is normal. If the antenna becomes loose, simply tighten the antenna by screwing it into place at the base. Okay, so I already lost it. I need to remove this paper cover before use. Ew, how? I can't tell how. Okay, so it's like is it a sticker? Or is this tape on the side? This thing is not going to make it to ghost. I'm going to make this thing a ghost before I get a chance to... What is happening? Here we go. They should say sticker. It's a sticker. Oh, wait. I got to remove the antenna before transport. Oh my god, this thing is really stuck on there. I didn't break it. I didn't. I'm really worried about all the little buttons. Why did I decide to unbox this in front of people? Okay. Yes, I've never done one of these in my house before. Oh, now there's like sticky stuff all over the antenna. That's gonna prevent it from seeing the ghost. Okay. Still a little sticky. I'm sure the stickiness on the antenna from that glue wad thing won't interfere too much with the... I'll take that off later with a moist rag. Okay. Now I need to screw that into probably the only place I can screw something in, I'm guessing. That seems right. A slight wiggling is normal. Okay. Yes, remove the brown and white protective paper to expose the red acrylic top. It's also a sticker. It's a paper sticker. The threaded screw antenna is located on the top of the REM Pod EMT. This may be snug, but make sure it is always completely tight. Gently extend the telescopic antenna for REM use. I'm gonna break it. Okay. I did. Oh, was I already supposed to put the battery in before I did all? Okay, they supplied me with a battery, which was very nice. I do have some of these. I made sure I had every type of battery, just in case when I open this, you know, I want to make sure I had the battery for it. All right. I'm going to connect it correctly, but I'm also just going to make sure, like, I know what positive and negative sides of batteries look like, but I also just wanted to make sure because they scared me with their warning. Okay, there we go. Battery's in. Okay. Located on the bottom of the REM Pod EMT, you will find a slide. Switch that. Oh, a slide switch that turns the REM function on and off in the REM setting. The REM, I don't know what. I mean, I assume EM is electromagnetic. I don't know what the R means. This is not described. That's fine. I should have done research before this on that. Whatever. Too late now. Oh wait, are people talking? I got distracted. Tornadoes I'm used to. My son was in Canton. The sirens went off 3 hours. I've been to Canton. I've been to the big flea market there. I think we had that discussion. I have the I have the lamp upstairs that I haggled for. I did a poor job. I didn't get a ton of shit for how poorly I haggled, but I thought $20 for that lamp was fair. So it started at $25. It was like a $30 chicken lamp, rooster lamp, whatever. So the fact that he said 20, I wasn't gonna argue. It's a nice lamp. So anyway, I've been to Canton because it's close to Tyler, where my in-laws live, and they also tried to sell us on a house down there. But I thought they were gonna move at some point anyway. Whatever. Let's see. There were so many downed trees. He couldn't work for 2 days. I mean, that's scary. It's scary, like, 'cause, like, there was a tornado that just went through Canton, like, a couple of years ago. Like, it went right by the flea market, I think. Did I kill the mouse? Okay, here we go. Let me tell you about the mouse. I have a picture for everybody. I'll put in the community post area just for you guys. I meant to do it already. I didn't. Not long after the last live stream, and we went upstairs and we went mouse hunting. The mouse is fine. Well, he was fine. I don't know how the mouse is doing now, currently today. I haven't talked to him since. But we caught it in a live trap. It was a very weird catch. We found it under the bed. Like, I think that we had such bad rain like the day before, and like, our basement flooded really bad. It was and like the outside around the house, like the patio flooded really bad and all that. And I think that because we have some places we have to close up around the outside of the house a little bit more. I think that mice are getting in. I think somehow with the flooding and all that, I think that the mouse just had to take a different way to get, because we have a mouse problem in the attic and in the crawl space. It's like we don't have a basement under a couple rooms, and so it's like a crawl space, and we have some mice there, but we always had mice in the attic since we bought the place, and we've never had anything though down on the second floor for sure. We had one or two on on the first floor when we first moved in. So I think he just got a little lost from the flood stuff. It's not his fault. He's stupid. So, but yeah, we found him under the bed, and he was like, I crochet blankets, and he was like in one of my crochet blankets, like just like watching me. Like when I lifted up the mattress, I looked down, and like he was just like hanging out in my blanket, like wondering what I was doing. And it's like, excuse me, no, what are you doing under my bed? And so Zach, like we have a whole bunch of live traps because of the chipmunks. And so we brought one over, and then like I had to like push him in with a coat, like a plastic coat hanger. I had to like nudge him into it, like, but he was like chill. It was like the chillest mouse. So I don't know what was going on. This mouse like maybe got his energy sucked, like, you know, like ghosts can take, like drain the energy from people. Maybe that's it. But I think that the mouse was just so confused, and he'd been like, I think he was like under my shoe area in my closet, because that's kind of where he came out from in the camera. So he's probably was just tired and like dehydrated and stuff. And so we walked him out to like the backyard, like over by the pond, like far away from our houses. Like we wanted to walk in like cicada heaven, spider heaven at night, and we like let him out, and he ran towards the garage. So it's not attached to the house, so that's fine, whatever. I know you should probably like walk them away further, but I don't think we're gonna have a problem with him again. So, but he's alive. I pushed him into a live trap. He went willingly, and then he ate peanut butter, all the peanut butter in the live trap he was eating. So he enjoyed that. He didn't want to leave the live trap, actually. He thought it was a good deal. He thought he was just like going for a walk, and we were gonna like bring him back in. So the mouse is fine. He was caught pretty quick. He was really chill. He thought that he was like our pet now, and we told him to get out of our live trap, and he was like, no. And we were like, yes. And then we eventually got him out, and he slowly scampered away. He looked back at me like I was like deserting him. I don't know what was going on with that mouse. Okay. Yes, battery included. I thought that was very nice. R stands for radiating per Sam. Oh, did I miss something? Okay. Oh, hi, Copper Horse. You just got home from a good old New Jersey Pine Barrens Bluegrass concert at the infamous Albert Hall. That sounds like something my dad would be into. My dad does bluegrass. My dad was in a bluegrass band, and he's still involved in that kind of thing. He plays guitar with his friend. Let's see. You were a vendor there for Hobby for 28 years. That's awesome. Did you happen to ever see the guy with the rooster lamps? And if so, he never mentioned a woman who was so bad at haggling that she got mocked by her in-laws, did you? I went there when it was an old house in the woods with porch music 50 years ago. So we're back in the early 1970s. Cool. But there's no way you went back there before you were born. I just imagine everybody is like in their 30s. Like when somebody says like, yeah, back in the 70s, I'm like, what year is it right now? Wait, what? I just picture everybody like talks and acts like they're like younger than me. I just assumed I was the adult in the room, okay? That's pretty bad, you guys. Maybe he ate something from the exterminator. I don't know. Because like in like our bedroom area, we don't have anything there. I don't know how long it would take. I've seen a mouse who definitely ate something, and he like ended up like wandering outside during the day, and he didn't seem like that. But maybe, now that I thought maybe he was dehydrated or something. I know one of the chipmunks that took a while to catch, ran over and got a drink right away when we let them out. We figured out how the chipmunks were getting in, so we have addressed that issue. And Zach's chipmunk named Beans, who sits by the window on a brick when Zach makes coffee, or used to make coffee down in the kitchen. Beans was the one in the house. We know how Beans got into the house, and Beans will not be getting into the house anymore. But Beans is alive. And we just blocked off how Beans was getting in. This was actually the first time I've been in the new building. The old house in the woods burned down years ago. Oh, that's too bad that it burned down, because that'd be a cool thing to like still have around. But that sounds like a good time though, otherwise. Oh, hi Mitzi Scott. It's good to see you again today. No problem. I really haven't gotten into what I promised I'd get into yet, so I gotta get better at that. Sorry. A lot of times I promise we're gonna do things, and then after I end the stream I realize I didn't do any of it. So, gotta get better at that. Okay. Oh, Stogie on Wheels. Hello. I'm so glad you came, Vargas, from my hometown. He's awesome. Okay. So, so located on the bottom of the REM pod, I'll find a slide switch that turns the REM function on and off. And that's radiating electromagnetic. I mean, I guess that's like how antennas work. Okay, anyway. In the REM setting, the REM with EM field around that antenna will be activated. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna... Wait. They said there was a... Located on the bottom, you will find a slide switch that turns the... Oh, there it is. There's also a button. Hey, look at... Okay. The ATDD... power button located on the bottom of the pod allows for plus or minus 1 to 5 degree ambient temperature detection. Oh, okay. Please note, to activate the ambient temperature deviation detection circuit, which is the ATDD circuit. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, so there's a power button for it. The REM circuit must also be powered on for this to function. Once activated, the temperature detection thing will do a diagnostic check, and the circuit will baseline to the environment ambient temperature condition. The temperature sensor is located on the top of this device adjacent to the telescopic antenna. Oh, I'm a ghost. We knew that. Okay. I'm paranormal, whatever. Stop doing that, please. Okay. I don't know if it's the black thing or the other thing that's the temperature. So there's, okay. I'm just gonna keep reading. Something on the top is for the temperature. Oh, but I can. It must be powered on. Wait, did you guys tell me? Wait, oh, it's located on the bottom. Okay, so. Oh. I'm confused. Am I setting this off or not? Okay. I mean, we're gonna put it up there in a second. We can probably put it up here now. Oh, we can't. The shelves aren't big enough with the intent. Oh, this one works. This one work? Oh, this one works. We'll put it up by the... Alright. So we're gonna put it up by the Civil War thing right there. Yeah. Hello. Once it's turned on, oh, wait, I skipped some. I need to learn more about the temperature thing. Okay, so once I activate it by pressing that button, it'll do, okay, so it'll just, it'll look for the temperature. It will essentially zero itself, I guess. The temperature sensor is located on the top, yes. An LED on top of the pod turns red with ascending tones for each plus degree and change, and a blue LED turns on with descending tones for a temperature, negative temperature change. Oh, I can't see. That's me, I'm a ghost. Oh, that's right, we couldn't do that there. Okay. Well, I can't see then. We'll just, well, if I was a ghost, I wouldn't want to have to like reach like over somebody talking. So, I'll move the artillery. Yes, I'm a ghost. Okay, we'll put it there, and I'll just have to look up and see what is yelling at me when, assuming that this is going to work perfectly. So once it's turned on, it goes through wait, you guys already told me that. Okay, it goes through a quick self-test diagnostic routine. Okay, so now we're talking about like the REM pod thing, now the temperature thing. You can adjust the REM detection sensitivity level to suit your needs. Well, the REM field and strength around the antenna is adjustable using the momentary REM range button on top of the pod. What? Oh, I see. REM range. Each time the button is depressed, the detection range and sensitivity will increase. Margaret. Oh, it's getting warmer by my boobs. It beeped and the little temperature thing, I think it's my boobs. I'm a ghost. Okay, please stop yelling at me for being a ghost. I can't figure this out when you're yelling at me. Stop! Okay. I'm sorry. I think it's my chest. Yes, poor Beans die, yeah. Beans has really suffered living near us. They are not getting any more birdseed, I'll tell you that. Okay. Albert Hall has bluegrass bands every Saturday night. That is awesome. And it's probably a good idea my dad doesn't live near there because like that's where he'd be every Saturday night. I mean, why would that be a bad thing? Like that sounds like fun. Maybe my dad should be by it. Well, it lets spirits talk. I have my phone for like the words thing, This is just for them to, if they can't figure out how to make words with my phone, which I honestly don't think I'd be able to figure out as a ghost. And the company that makes that app doesn't even know how it works. So that's what I'm going to use for words. So this is just if there's a spirit here who wants to let me know it's here, or it wants to answer questions, like yes and no questions, it can come up and touch the antenna. I'll do a little explainer of the couple different things I'll put up on the shelf to the spirits in my house in a second. And like I said, I err on the side of the weird things in my house are people, because I don't want to be rude if it's really people. So, yes. We don't live there anymore. I miss it, but my adopted son goes to work a bit and goes fishing with friends. Aw. Well, I miss a lot of places I live too. There's a lot of things I don't miss about some places. I really like Virginia, though. In some ways. I mean, Virginia and Seattle were miserable to drive in. But I mean, the Chicago suburbs aren't great to drive in either, so. But yeah, lots of things, like being able to go to Gettysburg from Fairfax, Virginia. That was cool. Let's see. Bet there's a YouTube video on how it works. Probably. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to look up to see if I'm right about, like, I mean, it's just interfering with the magnetic field, which changes the current in the antenna. I mean, I guess, like, because the right hand rule in physics is, like, if you have a moving current, then you have a magnetic field that curls around the current. And then if you have a changing magnetic field, you get a current. So I just, oh hey, temperature going up. It's not my boobs. So, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the red thing is going off for the temperature again. Squeaky ghost. Beans would be a squeaky ghost. Yeah, for ghost busting. Yes, I'm gonna bust them. And then I'm going to do nothing about it. And I'll send them on their way. A spirit here throws things at my son. That's insane. I want to come to your house and ghost hunt. If anybody knows if there's anybody that knows of both a haunted house and a haunted house that I can visit where I won't become a ghost there, because, you know, I don't want to become a ghost because of somebody when I go ghost hunting. I would like to go ghost hunting. Without going me hunting by becoming a ghost. That'd be bad. If it's a bad spirit, say the name of Jesus, it will leave at least temporarily. Yeah, I totally believe in the power of God when it comes to if you think that there's a negative entity. I believe that yes, calling out to God will make it is more powerful than it. For sure. What have I done here? Once the REM pod is turned on, it goes through a quick self-diagnostic routine. Indeed. You can adjust the REM detection sensitivity. Oh yeah, I can do that. Let's figure out how to do that. The REM field and strength around the antenna is adjustable using the momentary REM range button on top of the pod. I see that. There's definitely a there was a REM rage. There was a REM rage button. Do not turn that on. The REM range button, however, you should click. Each time the button is depressed, the detection range and sensitivity will increase by approximately 20%. Why would you not want to, like, well, I guess if it was really sensitive, it would still be getting warm from my boobs like a second ago. So I can see why you probably want the sensitivity to go down sometimes, if by chance you happen to be trying to locate ghosts near my boobs. When adjusting the sensitivity, the LEDs located on the top of the REM pod will blink to acknowledge the range setting. That's good. So you're not just like pressing buttons hoping it works. Press the momentary switch to loop through the sensitivity range settings. I think that, is that the button? I think they mean the button. I want to press the button. Okay, sensitivity level number 1 is purple LED. Level 2 is purple and red LEDs. Level 3 is purple, red, and blue. Level 4 is purple, red, blue, and yellow. And then sensitivity level 5 is purple, red, blue, yellow, and green. Is everybody still hearing me okay? I do have a new toy. The temperature went up again. I am on fire tonight. I'm hot. I need more puns. Places all over Texas are hot, yeah. White Rock Lake in Dallas has a lady in white like many other places. Ooh, I want to go there. Ooh, in Dallas? I go to Dallas. Oh, I should go there while I'm in Dallas sometime. You can hear me? Excellent. Yay. To test the REM pod detection range, approach the antenna, which is centered from the left and right using your left and right hands simultaneously. The maximum detection distance for your hand is approximately plus or minus 7 inches from the antenna for this model. Oh, versus 3 inches for the last model. This detection distance can vary depending on environmental conditions. Probably like my hotness and how much my boobs are interfering with it. It has an auto and manual baseline calibration adjustment. The REM auto baseline occurs approximately every 7 seconds. This is an important function because it will automatically adjust for any interference from metal, fluorescent lights, and other conductive surfaces. If you notice any interference from handheld communication devices like walkie-talkies, I need some walkie-talkies. Oh my god, I need walkie-talkies. And then I need to find something to do with them because I really want to walkie-talkie people. Like, we could get a walkie-talkie, Zach. Then I could just like bother you in your office all the time.
What would?
And be like, wait, did you say your name or did you say the person's name we're looking for? I'd be like, I don't know, we'd have to have code names. We'll come up with code names later, unless you guys got a good code name. I got my Invisalign buttons keep getting stuff stuck in them, like my makeup. You'll be back in a few minutes? Okay. Don't worry, nothing will happen. I'll still be reading this. Because I keep getting lost. Okay, walkie-talkies. Yes, that's where I was. Adjust the sensitivity level accordingly. Or refrain from using them during your investigation. Okay. Use the REM 0 button on top of the pod to baseline the REM function if you need to. Also, if you are using more than one REM pod next to each other, be sure to separate them by at least 20 inches. That's actually probably good to know. Because I'm sure there's people out there that have like a ton of these. Yeah, don't go crazy. Not closer than 20 inches. The temperature circuit also has a manual baseline adjustment. Make sure the REM pod has at least 10 minutes to adjust to the surrounding ambient temperature prior to use. Oh, that might be why it's going off. It's not my boobs. It's still just adjusting to the surroundings. And my boobs just happen to be there. So, if the temperature in the room rises or drops gradually and sticks on 1 degree, you can push the temp 0 button located on the top of the pod to correct for this. Or if the sound remains on for more than 10 seconds, the device will automatically mute the sound until it senses the plus or minus 1 degree temperature change. Oh. Wait, so should I... Okay, I can push the temp 0. Yeah. Yes, I'm a ghost. Okay. I'm sorry, it's my boobs. I thought it was funny that the temperature went up when I was by my boobs. Okay. What? Walkie-talkies equals cell phone? Die, you're a genius. My God. See? Your brain is affecting this. Okay. I already forgot. So, I worked on a rocket, just in case you guys are wondering. So this will be fine. I just want to make sure, I always like, when I, like with my ERI and stuff, I just always want to make sure I understand what's happening, or at least in this case, I want to know that like I've pressed a button, so it's not gonna cause us to just sit there and wait for me to do something else, and we'll just like waste time. I just want to make sure that like I always want to make sure that I understand what's happening and why, and like that's the same with any of my equipment. But I mean, I'll have to look into like the science behind this even more. I'll totally get into it with you guys. I mean, it's a simple temperature detector, which I totally have working on my Arduino, so I'm not gonna share my Arduino stuff with you guys though, because there's a secret, and I used it for something else, and it has to stay a secret for a little bit. But then I will. I have so many secrets on this channel. Drive me nuts. Okay. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with just hitting the REM 0 and temperature 0. I mean, that makes sense. And then, I mean, we're going to want a good REM range. So 7 inches. I think this should work then. I shouldn't be too close. I did a sensitivity level 4. Should I do sensitivity level 5? Okay. Wait, where is it at? Okay, it's right there. So, I can't talk about what I'm talking about yet. Ugh, well, I really like the people that I worked with. So, I made some sensors for something. And I still have the NDA. And once that's over, we'll totally talk about, once the thing is airing on TV, we'll talk about it. I'm excited. So, and then I have the cat balls that have worked. Oh, I have an extra cat ball. I think, okay, yes. So I don't know why this one like wasn't working, and I checked it. What? No way. You were working. Okay. So, anybody in my house that wants to come talk to me, first of all, if you're negative, remember, get out of my house if you're negative. And anybody else that wants to come down and talk, or come over and talk, or at least let me know that you're here, please do. You can come up to this. I thought, oh, wasn't I supposed to check? Okay, I was supposed to check by like putting my hands around it. I don't know if I'd say that's 7 inches, but it's close. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, any spirit that... I just feel like if there was somebody here that actually wanted to talk to me, they wouldn't want to like go around me like that. Let me put it over here. Like, I wouldn't want to be like getting... Wait, can you guys still see? The artillery is getting in the way. Okay, now it's in front of that Civil War thing. Okay. So, it's in front of the Civil War thing that had that, it looked like that orb came out of it. I don't know. I just feel like if something in my house would be haunted, that's not my house, it would be the Gettysburg artifacts. There's also the 1700s map of what will one day become the nation of Germany. And there's things from my grandma Leith, things from my great grandma Miller, stuff from my grandpa Leith. I haven't put back up a whole bunch of stuff from one of my tornado bags that I took to the basement. But I grabbed this out of it. It's my grandpa Leith. Oh, not my grandpa Leith. I'm sorry, my grandpa Stripe. I just said grandpa Leith. I know the difference. That's grandpa Stripe, and that's the shop over a period of many years. And so I just wanted to bring that because Grandpa Stripe is awesome. So if Grandpa Stripe wanted to talk, I feel like, well, he wasn't super quiet. When he had something to say, it was funny and it was good. So I'll put a picture of him down there, because that hung in the shop until until my dad sold the shop after Grandpa died. So that picture hung like right outside the office for many, many years. And which is why it was in my tornado bag that I take to the basement. So if there's anybody here, you can come up to this and just kind of grab at it and it should go off. So let me know you're here. Do you guys think, like, this is in a corner? Like, if you were a ghost, would you want to, like, walk around, like, this corner and touch that? Or should I put it on the other side of me where, like, the room is more open? I feel like it's not very inviting if, like, to put it right there. Because it's not going to hurt you, and I'm not a weirdo, so you can get close to me. I can always move the camera a little bit the other way, then, yeah. Anyway, so here's a cat ball. We've done the cat balls before. I'm going to put a cat ball up by the clock. I don't know, some of them may work better than others, so if you want to show me you're here by, like, moving one of these, come up and try to grab it. I just feel like they wouldn't want to, like, reach, like, past me, but, and if one of them doesn't work, give another one a try. I'll put it on top of, there, I'll put it on top of Grandpa's thing. And I'll put another one. Do you guys see that? No, you can't. Oh no, it's a ball and it's rolling away from me. I have to get a... I'm gonna try not to show my butt right in front of the camera again. Oh hey, this one went off. I didn't touch it, I swear. I swear I didn't touch that. Just in case it's somebody, I'm gonna say, hello, thank you for that. If you want to touch some more balls over here. Sorry that sounded dirty, and also, thank you. I didn't touch it. I didn't. Thank you. I mean, I just think that some of these are probably easier than others. Oh, that flashed for just a second. Did you see it? And then it stopped. It didn't even do the full, like, thing. I think you guys can see that. Oh, there's another thing on the cabinet that I added that I want to... Hey, look at it. It's going off again. The cat balls always work in the living room. And they worked in my office at one time, but they always work in the living room, especially in this corner. This is the corner that I saw, like, a shadow thing near the floor that was, like, the size of, like, a chihuahua or something. And my plant was moving. Oh, actually that plant is, like, right over there. I can show you the guys how, like, it was, like, and it didn't just sway, like, for a second. It, like, really, like, swayed pretty good for, like, a minute before it settled. Okay, good, you saw it. Okay. And so, yes, feel free to come up and do that. I don't know, should we put that on the other side of me? I feel like something new like this, somebody may not want to, where'd that ball go? Oh. Was that me? I don't think that was me. I don't think that one was me. Anyway. Where's another? I lost one already. No, wait, there's one over on Grandpa's thing. Wait, can we see Grandpa's thing? Okay. Can we see all the way over here? You can't. Okay. Hold on. I'll fix everything. I didn't do it. So, I'm really enjoying the cat balls. I probably like them more than cats. Okay. So there's that. There's always one that goes off, and then like sometimes another one goes off a little bit more. So we have the REM pod, and now I'm kind of like away from the REM pod, and there's space. So if somebody wants to come up and like just reach for it and give that a try in the house. And we got the cat balls. Oh, and then yeah. So this is in front of my fulgurite. You know, if you never hear it said out loud, you don't really know how to pronounce it. It's when lightning strikes sand, it like turns it into rock or like a glassy rock. It turns it into it's warm enough to turn sand into glass. And so that's what that is. And then we got a little shrimp. We got a little shrimp fossil. And there's just like this. Oh, I got that too from I got this from Mississippi when I went to sea. I don't know if that was me or not. That might have been me. Let me give that another try. Let me see if that was me. Gotta wait for it to stop doing that. Was that me? Yeah, that was me. But there's like this. I got this when I went down to visit Alice in Mississippi, and it's like really cool sandstone. Yeah, I guess I could have just I could have just gone outside and grabbed sandstone in Wisconsin, like where there's not dolomite. I didn't. I bought it. Oh yeah, and then this one. We'll put that one. What can you guys see? So I want up. Well, I guess we don't have one up by that. And we'll put Grandpa's picture down here. That would be. Ooh. There we go. There, we'll put this one. I'll grab this picture right there. We'll put the folds right, move it right, whatever. That down there. Yeah, we'll put this up here. Oh, that was a terrible sound. But by the artillery. Okay. So here are the places that we have stuff. The REM Pod. Cat ball. And you may have to try a couple of these cat balls. Some of them are more sensitive than others. Cat ball. Cat ball. Cat ball. And then, oh, there's one other thing I wanna you guys to keep an eye on. Wait, I missed something in the chat. Not as bad as Kirsten's hog nuts? What? Okay, you guys heard. Okay. Is everybody still entertained? Alright. So this clock. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you guys, I should maybe put a light on it. This is from my Grandma Lee's house, and it originally, I mean, it's probably gonna move time, just because like when you move it, like the thingies move. I haven't wound it up to actually work as a clock yet, but every once in a while, like when it's just sitting on my cabinet, the little ball things that move to like make the, I don't know, it's that pendulum when it's just the ball things that spin. Anyway, every once in a while those will move, and it says it's like, it's not quite 6:05 on there, but when I originally got it, it was like 4:15. And I know that's like, when I originally put it on my shelf, it was 4:15, and like, so it moves time sometimes. So I just thought, if you guys saw those spinning or something, that'd be kind of sweet. Oh wait, Gail's leaving? You got to go. Thank you for stopping by, and you're welcome. Yes, it is always a pleasure to see you. And I do have to make my thumbnails earlier, so everybody knows that I am here. You haven't heard about the hog nuts? Zach, have I heard about the hog nuts? He's typing on his computer now. Usually when I have a question, he'll be like, I don't know. And he just starts typing, and I even look, and he looks it up. And then but he's like probably doing something else, but he said, I don't know. And he was like typing, I was like, is he looking up hog nuts? Because I don't know if you should Google that. Yeah, so I just thought that'd be kind of neat to put Grandma's thing up there. I'm not saying Grandma's haunting anything or anything. I mean, that'd be pretty sweet, but I just thought they move sometimes, so they'd be part of this adventure we're all on tonight. So we have the REM Pod. Like I said, if anybody wants to come up there and touch it, I think that should be fine because there's like space to walk around. Me. Like if I was a ghost, I just feel like I wouldn't want to get close to her. Like I'm not trying to be sneaky, and that really won't hurt you. It's a thing that is used all the time to talk to spirits. So if you're here, like just let me know you're here by like coming up to that antenna and like just trying to grab at it. Did you feel that? It just felt like somebody stepped, it just felt like somebody like stepped really hard upstairs. It's probably another mouse, but like you can feel like the vibration when it, like I thought it's not, but there could also be somebody around the area doing something outside. So unsure if that was a spirit stepping really loud or knocking, and it made the floor vibrate because I have my feet on the floor. I have my broken toe on the floor. But it's probably also a neighbor. Hog nuts, no clue. Oh no, Gail's leaving. Well, somebody can Google image that for me, I'm sure. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Alright. Now I have my phone. My camera in the basement is offline. That happens. It's probably interference from ghosts. Probably also, though, it's in the basement away from the wireless signal. I gotta move it. So let's open up that old app of mine. I should really download it, a different one, though. But has anything gone off? Please, if somebody's here, could you tap on a cat ball again? Just so I don't look bad. Like my entire ghost, if I get into ghost hunting a lot, my entire thing will be just pleading with the ghost to make me not look stupid. I think if I was a ghost and somebody was honestly please, I need you to do this so I don't look dumb, I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll do it. I'll knock that ball down the stairs just because you are so pathetic. It's something funny from another YouTube channel. I'm not sure Carolyn knows her. Oh, I do not. I do not know. Do I know this? I might know this. I don't know. I feel like I've missed out on something. I'm just looking to see if there's the Necrophonic app. It's $10? Why would I want to spend $10? So everybody, all of these people on these ghost hunting. Oh, is this the thing I have? They gave me 10% off something, and this looks like the same thing. Wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's just because everybody does everything in the same creepy font and stuff. I thought they had given me a coupon for this app all of a sudden, but it's just because everything looks the same. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay $10 right now. Well, let's use my app that I've had for a while. So, Ghost Radar Legacy. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So, the ghost. Pot. It says pot. I think it's just warming up. Because I totally don't smoke pot. Well, there was a pot I thought I saw a reflection in when I first moved in here. And that person was mentioned when I was going through the things on the shelves, but I don't think that's got anything to do with it. I think it's, also, if you're a spirit and you try to say something and it comes out as a really funny word or wrong word, just try again. Because I totally understand. If I was a ghost, I'd be too afraid to try something. I'd be too afraid to try this. To try to get a word on my phone, I'd be too afraid to do that. And be if I say it wrong, they're gonna think I'm evil or something. It's just nah. I think that a lot of people who think that they have negative stuff in their house, if I was a ghost, I'd probably mess up a lot trying to get people's attention. I might accidentally slap them or something, trying just to tap them on the shoulder or whatever, but it ends up I have to do it so hard to because I'm a ghost and then like you just end up like slapping the person by accident because all of a sudden it came through. When your like little taps weren't working, you tried harder and harder, and then all of a sudden you like punch them. Like I think like that's probably like I think a lot of like scratches would. I wouldn't like if I got scratched and thought I was a ghost. I wouldn't automatically assume it's negative. I would have just been like, oh man, that ghost must feel real bad for accidentally scratching me. Has there been more ghost sightings in the house I haven't been to in 4 months? We had an orb video that finally, after I took a million things off my phone, it finally sent it to my email. So it did send it to my email. Because I was having an issue with that. Oh, Unearthed Secrets is live. Huh. You don't say. Is this it? I actually have to download it. That sounds right. Yeah, here we go. So,
Mark.
It said Mark. So, hold on. So I came up with Mark, the name Mark, or mark something. Like you mark something off of a check mark. Or the name Mark. Is it a name? If it's a name, could you make one of these things go off? Like, could you push a cat ball? Like, try to push it? Because you just need a little bit. You need to move it just a little bit to make it go off. And if one of them doesn't work, try another one. This one was working really well a little bit ago. If you want to give that another try. Also, you could come up to the REM Pod, give that a try. I really thought the REM Pod would go off a lot in the house. I'm not gonna lie. I could always move it. Well, I don't want to move it off camera because then you guys wouldn't believe it if it started like if it got like thrown across the room or something. Oh yes, but
Research.
research. That's exactly what I'm doing. It said research. Mark and research. Unless Mark did research. Is Mark a name? It says tune. Do I need to tune that differently? I hope not, because I don't really want to press a button. I'll leave that there. Okay, so Mark, research, and tune, like T-U-N-E, not like Looney Tunes. Yeah, so here, I'll show you from the last live. I quickly grabbed things out of my closet. I saw a mouse go in my closet. And were you around tonight when I was talking about the mouse? It's fine. It's fine. I didn't want to leave. Yeah, and so that's why my floor looks a little crazy. But that's my closet. It's the radiator and a shelf. And then that's a cage. That's a cage, and that's a cage. Because we were trapping the mouse, and I put a camera to see if it was coming out of the like I thought maybe there was like holes where my radiator goes in the floor. There's not actually. I just took that whole cover off, and there's nothing. It's actually really it's fitted really well to the floor. So yeah, I saw a mouse come out. We saw a mouse come out from over here during the live, and it ran up to the camera. And so then, when we were done with the live a couple minutes later, we went upstairs. But this is not the mouse, I think. Yeah, this isn't. So at night I had the camera on to see if I could see where the mouse was, and instead of a mouse, the motion detector got set off by that. And like this motion detector is like it doesn't get set off by just dust. Like sometimes I can walk into a room and it won't it won't go off. Not all my cameras are like that. Just so you know. So if you walk into my house, I'm gonna know about it. I'm gonna get notifications. Anyway, so there was that. So that orb thing, and I think it's cool because like right there, like you can see that it's got like some, like there's a middle to it. It's like got a ring and there's a middle to it. Anyway, and there's no vents on or anything. It looks like it comes from the middle of my shelf. My wedding dress is actually back there. And then there was, and just all around there, it's like on that shelf over there. And then this is where my like some of my grandparents' stuff I hung that I wanted to keep for a little bit. It was there until very recently. And then some of my other stuff, like, I'm not going to tell you everything I keep in my closet. Other family things were there. But I don't think they were there at the time because I moved everything out because of the mouse. But then there's like this other orb right there, if you can kind of see it. I'm just like, if there's anything I think that we can figure out, it's a light anomaly stuff. Because this isn't dust. Oh, I've lost the other. There it is. And then there was another one. Somewhere there's another orb. There's like 3. So yeah, that one set off the camera. And then there's that one. I don't know if you guys saw that. Was that the same one that I pointed out before? Yeah, maybe it was. And then there's like another one, I think. Oh, there's kind of one that goes... Yeah, there's a little tiny thing that goes there. Like, I think that, like, instead of being, like, a orb is a, like, spirit, I think that, like, if a spirit is manifesting, either it's creating these orbs because of what they're doing to the, like, environment in the room, or they're, or the environment is changing in a way that's creating these orbs, and that's also an environment that is conducive to, like, paranormal activity. So, I think it could be an indicator of something, that the conditions are right for something to come through, or that something has come through because the conditions were right and it's like a byproduct of it. I just don't think like a orb necessarily means a person. So I don't think there was like 3 or so people there. Like, I don't know. Wow, that's wild. I could see them. Yeah, so what do you guys think though about the orb stuff? Because like that's not dust. And were you around for the live we did where we tried to? It's hard to try to live stream the attic. Like I'd have to have, like when we had the camera in the attic and like pointing towards the stairs and stuff. We had the camera in the attic go off like 3 times or something. And like one time it looked like there was an orb. Otherwise, like, I don't know why it would go off. Like, there's no vents or anything, like, going on. And we're not up there kicking up dust. There's just, like, I don't know. So, but it is the attic, so was it a mouse? I didn't see any mice on the thing, but, I mean, it was dark. But it was night vision. I don't know. So, it went off, but... So, I don't know if you saw that, where we did that. Where Zach and I were trying to... ghost hunt from a command station in the dining room. And it ended up not really being worth it because it's so hard to... But, like, I thought we'd be able to go into our Amazon account because it's Blink, and we'd be able to, like, look at the videos from there, but you have to, like... It says refer. But you have to, like, send them to your email and then open them. And then the other day, I couldn't get it to send to my email because I guess there wasn't enough space on my phone. Ugh. So, I do want to do a command station kind of thing, but the logistics of that will have to be worked out. Energy from those items. Does noise set them off? No. Unless it's like loud enough that it's no, it's just motion. Unless the noise is loud enough to like make something break or something. But yeah, no, it's not a noise detection. It's just motion. So we have pot, mark, like the name Mark, research, tune, and refer. I just got really hungry. Do you think it's the ghost? Tune and then refer? Yeah. I really thought we'd have more luck with the REM Pod. Because whenever I've been around a REM Pod, it's gone off a lot. So I kind of assume that's just how it always works. Should we change this up a little bit? Maybe like it's not working right. The conditions aren't okay. I might change places with the chair and the stuff. I mean, we'll just try some different stuff. Yeah, energy from those items, yeah. I keep thinking I see a REM pod, or a mouse ball go off, but I don't know. My eyes are probably fine. Let me change things around. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like, wait, hold on. For anyone that's just coming in right now, like, what if, like, all I saw was, like, this chair moving? Like, this is the greatest ghost channel ever. Okay. Well, that's not how it works. I will never lie to you guys. I will make a fool of myself before I do that. I mean, I already have. Whatever.
Accident.
It said accident. Is this Mark? Was that a name, first of all? Were you in an accident? Were you in a research accident? I'm seriously trying to be polite. And, like, I'm trying to throw words together. Also, I understand that sometimes the words are probably not coming out what you mean, because this is probably confusing to use. So we got accident. Did we get accident before? When did we do this before? Oh, we got industrial burn. Chest industrial burn. We got that October 26th of last year. Got baseball. I have signed baseball. Last time on the 31st. Oh. Wait, didn't we use this last time? Did we not? On the 31st, we got last deep. Wait, we got pan. On May 31st. Didn't we just get pot? We got pan and pot. I mean, I do have a lot of my grandma's pans and pots. I'm not saying my grandma's haunting us. That's weird though. And then read, play, steam. Play steam. I have not downloaded Steam on my new computer yet, but I should, so I can play my games on Steam. Ability, shoulder, giving, want, and stay. Want to stay? That's fine. As long as you're nice. Pot, mark, research, tune, refer, and accident.
Mail.
It says mail, M-A-I-L. But also maybe it's wrong about, you know, maybe it meant male, like male, female. Because like, I'm not gonna assume right away that. If you say something in here and it comes out right, if you could make one of the cat balls go off or the REM pod go off, just so I know that that word is like the correct word you wanted, that would be great. So I'm gonna move the REM pod to there. I probably set all those off. Okay. And then maybe it's hard to like roll it on that picture. So there's the cat ball. I don't know what you go. That would be. Oh, so you can also come under here and do that. Don't be scared. See, it doesn't hurt me. It's not going to hurt you. It's been used a lot for stuff to do with people with your condition. Okay, you can also make it go off by going through that glass. Alright, or maybe I shouldn't put it right by the REM pod just in case. Eating pretzels and sherbet. Oh my god, that sounds good. Or sherbet, sorbet. It could be anything. Oh yeah, the clock. I do want to know if the thingy move. That was me. Yeah, no, it's fine. Just gotta keep pushing the flugerite, whatever it's called. Just gonna keep pushing that around. See, like now they're going right now, so I don't know if you guys can see that, how good this video is. But once that stops, it starts going again. But yeah, so make come up and touch us, please, so I don't look dumb. I want to look cool. I'm not looking for my friends.
Birthday.
It says birthday. Is it anybody's birthday? Is it your birthday? I know I'm going to ask this again, and it may be wrong. Is this Mark? And is it your birthday? Were you in an accident? Did you do research? This may be somebody else completely, and I keep saying the word Mark, and it might be the word and not the name, or it might be more people than just Mark. Please let me know with more words, or if you're here, all you gotta do is come close to that and just, like I totally felt like a charge, so that's probably fine. Won't electrocute you. I promise. This is made to talk to you. This is specifically made to talk to you. It's not meant to hurt you at all. Should I keep one of these up here by the... My head might be in the way all the time. I think I'll see it though. There. Keep it up by the artillery with the Gettysburg thing. The Gettysburg artifacts. Can you guys still hear me okay? Or am I having... Because when I have fun, I start to like slur my words maybe a little bit. Not because I'm drunk, just because I talk fast. I just want to make sure. And like I said, I'm fine with comments about that. It's good to know. I just think it could be worded better. But, yeah. Because I don't want to be a jerk. I don't want to be known as a jerk. I thought that was... I don't like the marbles comment. I know I sound like I have marbles in my mouth sometimes. I've heard it before. Was Mark a chef, maybe? Mark, were you a chef? That's a good question. You can hear and understand me? Excellent. I mean, yeah, usually it's people don't have a problem with me talking, but if they do, it's really described. I mean, this is not just on the internet. This is like in real life, like with the spoken word. People like, I'm either fine talking to people or like it is a problem. So I don't know what I don't know. I mean, it's a detailed description. It can't just be it's either I'm fine or it's a detailed description. There's never a like a halfway. Sounds really good tonight. Excellent. Carolyn works around cemeteries and burials, right? Maybe she's getting attachments like spirit attachments. I do. And I went somewhere recently. And I was a little worried about that one. I even talked to people about that. But, I mean, if I have anything attached to me, it's only been nice. So... in my house, it's only been like, if I've felt anything, it's felt good. There hasn't been a place in my house that's felt bad. I do want to, it'd be really cool if I could do a live from my phone, but I can't yet because I don't have enough subscribers. But I could set up my computer sometime in the backyard because my neighborhood, I've heard from a couple different houses around here, like, after I did that documentary, like, people I wasn't expecting to ever tell me about ghost stories, like, told me about weird stuff in their house, like, weird stuff in their house. And, like, there's, like, a shadow man thing going around here. I may or may not have seen something like that in my front sunroom once or twice. But that could have also just been, like, the lamp with the backlit from Christmas lights, so I'm not sure. But if there's something going on in my neighborhood, I totally want to go outside and ghost hunt it in my backyard. But, and then definitely tell it can't come inside my house, because apparently it hasn't come inside my house. So. People who are open are more likely to be receptive, they say. I am really into trying to understand this scientifically. I don't know, like, about, like, I'm definitely open to the idea. I don't know, like as a person, and, like, you know, like they say spiritually open or whatever. Like, I don't know about that. But I'm open to the idea of this stuff existing, and I want to, like, research it. So, I don't know if anybody would be interested in following me back, but shooting, like, 200 volts into the ground in a cemetery could make some conditions to make that, like, make it easier for somebody to make a decision if they want to come with me or not. So, please come up to this and just give it a little grab, if you're here. If you don't want me to bother you about this stuff, and you're, like, just, like, hanging out in another part of the house because, like, oh my god, when's she gonna be done with this? If you could just give me a grab on it right now, just so I know that, like, you're here, you don't want anything to do with it, that'd be great. I really don't want anything to make it go off right now.
Mission.
It says mission. Oops. I almost closed out of the app. Oh, okay, so we have pot, mark, research, tune, refer, accident, mail, like MAIL, birthday, and mission. Can you give me a name? And if it is Mark, can you give me Mark again? But could you give me a name, please? Oh, is somebody leaving? Good night, Max.
Arrow.
It says Arrow. He's going to bed but listening to. Okay, good night, Max. Sleep well. Okay, so it says, oh, it said wave also. Okay, I went out of the app. I didn't close it. I went out of it though for a second, and so like it has broken these into two different things now. So there was birthday and mission, and then wave and arrow. Can you give me a name, please, first? And if you don't want to give your name, if you could give me, I don't know, the decade or year that you were born, or your job. I'm open to learning about anything interesting. I find the unknown fascinating and anything scientific. Yeah, I find like something's going on, and I think like the easiest paranormal thing. I think, like, I mean, we're not gonna solve the stuff in my lifetime, but I think the thing we could get closest to understanding in my lifetime would be like the light phenomena, like orbs and spook lights. I really want to see a spook light. Yeah. I was gonna say something else. I totally forgot. Not paranormal. I mean, it's not paranormal that I forgot something. I do that a lot, so it's normal. It's hyper normal. He loves watching and listening to you. Aw, thanks, Sam. Thanks, guys. I love you guys. I miss you. You don't forget the balls are here. That one might be harder. And these are getting kind of hard to push around. There's this one. That one might be easier if you want to give this one a try. And then there's this one. It might be. Just gotta give it a little. Oh, it went off again, right? No.
Main.
It says main. Is this hard to? Nah, that one. These two seem to be easier to push. It said main. So wave, arrow, and main. MAIN. So I asked for if they didn't want to give their name. Like a first name or a last name. I don't think main is a first or last name. And I'm thinking of like anything that like if their name wouldn't be in the dictionary here. Like, is there a last name that's like main? Then there was arrow and wave before that. But like yeah, so I asked if they could please give me their name. I think I said please. Please give me your name. If you don't want to give your name, please give your birthday year You even said birthday was already said. So, birthday year, um, or your job, your job title. If you didn't have like a person who stays home and takes care of the house, that's also a great job. Like very, like invaluable. So, looking at anybody here. Oh yeah, and that I think is still going. It's still moving because it moved earlier when I moved the thing. So I think that's why the clock is still going. But yeah, like I said, sometimes those things are just moving. Um, I mean, you really have to like pick it up to make them move. And it definitely was at like 4:16 or so, or in the four. It was around 4:20 somewhere when I first set this clock in my living room, and now it's like at 6 something, 6:03 and a half, something like that. Oh, I don't know why this did this go off? Did this say? It says 5. It said wave, arrow, main, and then it said heat, and like heat, like hot. Main, heat, and then 5. So is that the year you were born? Would it be 1905? Would that be the year you were born, 1905? Or are you 5 years old? Please don't be a child. I mean, it's okay if you are. Please let me know. I just don't think, I personally, I mean, I am open to learning this differently, of course. So if you are a child, and actually a child, like, that's cool. Right now, though, before I meet a child spirit, I'm under the impression that anything that says it's a young child is not a young child. I don't think that God would, unless the child was with a family member, you know, wanted to be around, wanted to hang out, wanted to, like, I don't, like, if a child is with a loving adult, I think, then yeah, okay, I guess you could have a ghost kid. But I don't think a child's spirit can be trapped somewhere and then not want to be there. I just heard a tap on the other side of the room. A car just drove by and moved the house, though. I thought that was creepy for like 2 seconds, but I did hear a knock on the other side of the room. Can you knock really loud? I never asked that. If you don't want to use anything like that, I didn't touch that. I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. I swear I didn't touch it. I went up here. I didn't touch that, and that's not gonna make that. I don't think that makes the thing vibrate. Does it? Oh, it does. That's good to know, right? Okay. Well, that makes that vibrate. Well, that's good because then, like, we'll definitely. It's definitely easy enough to push on its own, and then it'll also go off if that goes off. Do I have? Oh, okay, I have all 4. But I'm not saying you're a bad. If you're actually a 5-year-old, and like that's cool. But if your birthday was 1905, because I asked for birthday years, or 1905, 2005. Could you give me the first 2 numbers of the year you were born? Like, was it 1800s, 1900s, or 2000s, or 21s? Are we looking at time not being linear? Oh, that's crazy too. the whole idea, like, that at the Conjuring house, the lady came down the stairs and she looked into the dining room and she saw, like, like, an old view of the dining room. It wasn't the current dining room, it was, like, when the dining room was older, and she saw a family sitting down and eating. And the two guys on the other side of the table that were, like, facing her, they, like, one of them looked up, and then he nudged the other guy, and he looked up, like, they were looking at her like she was the ghost. Yeah, think about it. Like, what if you were just haunting yourself? Like, what if, like, when you're knocking and stuff for a ghost, like, what if, like, in the future you're ghost hunting at the same spot or whatever? Or somebody else is ghost hunting at the same spot. You guys are just knocking back and forth with each other because you're just stuck in this, like, thing where, like, time, like, is somehow, like, you guys are talking to each other, but you're not ghosts. You're just, like, stuck in this weird time, not like a time warp, let's see, like a bend in space-time kind of thing. And you're just like, you and like another, like your paranormal team and another paranormal team are just haunting each other. Because you just happen to be in the spot that's like, time isn't linear kind of thing. You did that during COVID. Well, which thing? I talked about a lot of stuff, I'm sorry. The one thing I hate is when I know something is possibly here, but I don't feel any energy. I have felt something during the night touch my toes, and my foot, but I don't sense anything. Yeah, that is weird. Because usually you feel something. Like when something weird happens, it usually feels like something weird is gonna happen. Oh, be a stay-at-home dad. Yeah. I mean, that's an important job. Like, you support, like, somebody's away supporting the family at a job, and you're supporting a family at the house. It's like, you know, somebody's got to do it. Like, there's things that need to be done, and like different ways you can support from the house. So, like, there's lots of things that need to be done, and like and children that need to be cared for, and like all the chores and everything like that to keep everybody healthy and happy. Like, it's not just like little things, it's like the big things too, to keep people healthy and safe and happy and keep the house from falling down and things like that. Keep the house from falling down is something I think about a lot. If anybody's here, we'll just go for, I don't know, just a couple more minutes maybe. I want to start to wrap this up because I'm getting a little hungry. So if anybody's here, you know, I didn't really announce anything to like everybody. Like, I kind of just assumed everybody that like would be
Composition.
It says composition. I don't. Could you give me another word to help me out with that?
Hollow.
Hollow. Could you give me another word? Thank you. Many scientists are considering that very thing currently. Yeah, the time thing. Yeah, that's something I cannot speak on right now. I want to tell you guys so much stuff. I have lots of stuff that I'll be able to tell you guys, and it's going to be so cool. And then I'll get at least like either 3 more subscribers from how cool my information is about lots of different things, lots of different topics. I'll get at least 3 subscribers, or I'll be as big as Mr. Beast. I don't know. Some are probably closer to 3 instead of Mr. Beast subscriber numbers, but I'm really excited when I actually get to start like putting stuff on my channel. It's gonna be so cool, and I'm gonna remember you guys. You guys are gonna come with me on this journey. When I become as big as Mr. Beast, or as big as Charlie from Penguin Zero. Not pronounced Penguenzo. I really wish it was pronounced Penguenzo. When I found out that the one YouTube channel was pronounced Penguin Zero, I was very sad. And embarrassed. Oh, if you guys want any other interesting takes on the paranormal, Oompaville guy, and he's got a girlfriend, Chris. Call Me Chris is what the YouTube channel is called, and Selena Spooky Boo. Those are like a younger generation. And that Sam and Colby. Yeah, Sam and Colby. They're like all kind of connected. And they're fun. Sam and Colby definitely does paranormal stuff. And then Selena Spooky Boo does paranormal stuff, but her channel's also got some other things. And then the Call Me Chris kind of does ghost stuff with Selena Spooky Boo. I wish I had a cool name like that now that I think about it. Honor of Secrets is pretty cool, but like Carolyn Spooky Boo would have been kind of something like that. That would have been kind of neat. And then like, yeah, then the Oompaville guy is dating the Call Me Chris person, and like, so he's getting kind of entangled in the paranormal stuff too, and he's like a skeptic-y guy, but I don't think he is really. But like, so if you guys wanted to check out any of those kinds of things, like Sam and Colby, especially their Conjuring House stuff is good. And then like work your way to the other people through Sam and Colby and that Selena Spooky Boo person. If you want any more kind of paranormal stuff to watch. Allegheny Paranormal Society, they're really good. They definitely look like people you can trust. Like they put stuff up on their channel, and sometimes it gets a little boring. But they're not gonna. They seem like the people that won't lie to you, and they won't tell you like a chair got knocked down or something, you know, like, or a chair moved off camera, or like something like they just, if they don't get something, it just gets like that's what you're gonna be told kind of thing. So I like those guys. So the Allegheny Paranormal, I think it's Paranormal Society. Those guys are good. Remember the little people. Indeed, I will try. Yeah, you love Call Me Chris. Yeah. I know WWE does that too with Shotzi, Blackheart, and Scarlett. Wait, what do they do? Sam, your knowledge of the WWE is overwhelming. It's paranormal. Your knowledge of Star Wars and WWE is paranormal. Please, somebody. Oh, I was gonna get up and announce to the house, like at the bottom of the stairs that I heard that woman crying from when I first moved in. Totally a woman crying, not like the radiators or something. I heard it, I sat up, like I wasn't asleep. I had just put my head down, like I'm not at all like even sleepy yet. And I heard, I like it felt like something was gonna happen. And then I heard crying. And then I sat up because it felt like it was going to happen again, and it did. And I was like wide awake, and it was crying coming from the house. And I think it was just somebody crying, like there's new people here, what, like, you know, like maybe they miss the other people, like, or like they just don't trust us with the house, which is fair. Like these people look like they don't know what they're going to do. I also don't handle moves well, so I probably looked like you know, a B word. I don't know. I think I was okay though for that. I'm not great when I move. So maybe she was just sad that things are changing or whatever. Or maybe she just felt the emotion, like all my moving emotions, and like maybe it's she's still in her time, but she like we just happen to both have like strong emotions. Like I wasn't sad, but I had strong emotions, and maybe she had strong emotions, and like at the same time, in our two different time frames, maybe we're both feeling strong enough emotions that we're just like hearing each other, even though I wasn't. I was just laying there. She wouldn't have heard anything. But maybe that's why sometimes you don't hear anything. Because the person that's having strong emotions isn't saying anything or anything. I don't know. I heard somebody crying. Okay. We haven't gotten anything since 5 composition and hollow. I can't say. Dang it. That actually does. That actually does make sense for somewhere I was. The place I thought that might. That I was worried that something could get attached to me. There is a word in one of those 3 words. Actually, now that I think about it, well, I didn't even have to think about it. All of a sudden, it just hit me. One of those 3 words definitely is something to do with a place that I was worried something would get attached to me. But I can't tell you guys anything, and you guys can't tell anybody anything. The internet, you guys can't. Just keep it between us. Yeah, Russ is there also into the paranormal. That's cool. I know there's some NFL guys that are into the paranormal too. I wanna do paranormal stuff with them. You used to love watching Paranormal State with Ryan Buell. Yeah, Ryan has come back on his YouTube channel. He came back for a little bit, and then he was gone. I think he just put something up on his channel very recently again, because he was going through a battle with addiction, I think. And so I wish him the best, and you know, that kind of thing can really take down, like it can really mess up what, you know, would have been a young career. And so I hope that he finds his way and he can, you know, start building himself up again. But yeah, there was he struggled. But he's definitely come back. He looked good. I think there might have been a setback. I don't know. But I think he's been putting it on his channel again. I also liked watching Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures back in the day. Ghost Adventures still on. They're on Discovery now. They're on Wednesday nights on Discovery now at Ghost Adventures. And then yeah, Ghost Hunters. They kind of split to the Ghost Hunters and Ghost Nation. And working with Steve was so cool with that documentary. He's even nicer in person than like he is a nice guy. Like, if and you can trust him. I trust that entire group. Like everybody that came from Ghost Hunters, because a couple of the people came from like the Ghost Hunters or the Ghost Hunter Academy or whatever for that documentary. I trust those people with paranormal stuff. They won't make anything up. Like, especially when I saw that person in that backyard, it wasn't on a security camera, so like they said it wasn't. They didn't catch anything on a camera or anything. It's just my word that I saw somebody back there, and they're not gonna make anything up. I completely trust anything that Steve or any of that group from the Ghost Hunters, anything that they're involved in. I totally trust. That they're not liars and they won't make stuff up. Not sure about Ghost Adventures. Don't really. I'm waiting. I've heard things, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard stories from actual people firsthand about ghost adventures. Well, I have. Okay, I have heard things firsthand from people who experienced working with them. I can just imagine people like talking, you know, I can imagine people talking shit about me when I didn't do anything wrong, because that has happened, and that has happened recently. Where people totally mess things up because they talk shit about me, and like it was really to save their own butts. Anyway, so I don't want to just assume things about Ghost Adventures, but that just because you might be a little hard to work with doesn't mean that you make things up, though. You know, I don't know. I was into Ghost Adventures until Nick left. That was like a long time ago. Yeah, he was good. He's got his own channel with his wife now. The Groffs have their own. Nick and I can't remember his wife's name. They have their own YouTube channel, and they do stuff. They do good stuff. Ryan does some Facebook Live from time to time and some haunted house hunting. Oh, is he more on Facebook instead of YouTube? Because I know he was on, because he's been on YouTube a little bit. But yeah, because he's been struggling with some things. There are some breaks in his channel. So Sam agrees with Varius. Same here, just wasn't the same. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that either about Facebook. I learned how to investigate a haunting from Taps on Ghost Hunters. Yeah. The Ghost Hunters, like everybody I've met that has worked on Ghost Hunters, they're just great. They're a great group. I'm sure there's some like kind of not great people. I don't know. I've only met great people that have worked on Ghost Hunters. It's a good group. You're exhausted and head to bed. Okay. Good night, Di. Yeah, I should probably get going. Oh, I was gonna yell in the stairs if anybody in the house didn't know this was going on, because like, I mean, it's only people, like, only a spirit that would be in the living room would even know that we're trying to do this, right? So I don't want to show my butt right in front of the camera. Okay, but like seriously though, like wouldn't it be crazy if all of a sudden like the chairs started moving? If there's anybody in the house that would like to come down to the living room, and I'm going to be ending discussion with my friends about spirits and things. So if you could come down and try to show us that you're here and say goodnight, that would be great. Thank you. Oh, and also if you're a negative spirit, you got to get out of my house. Okay. Did any ghost show up? It said among. It's among. Like they're among us. They're among me and Zach right now. Did you show up? Okay, just in case somebody came down. Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps all of a sudden. You guys didn't know I was doing this. Did this go off while I was gone? No. Okay. Just in case you weren't aware, first of all, the little ball pendulum-y thing for the clock, that moves sometimes. So it might be easy to move, I don't know. We have the balls here, and I'll just have them go off just in case it's easier for you guys. I don't know what you guys can see. That one's a little harder to go off, this one's easier. Oh, that was me. Oh, that one's really hard to set off, so that one might not be so easy. So this one's the easiest. And that one's really easy too to set off. Yeah. That was me. So all you gotta do is come up and like Just try to touch this. You don't have to physically touch it. If you just put yourself over it, it should go off. And then we also have the thing in my hand that you can try to say something to. I think that's it, right? Oh, I didn't get the EMF detector out. And my stack of things. I also have like, I don't know. Sometime we'll have to see if my little laser grid thing actually works to see movement. But I wouldn't want to scare somebody away. I guess we could try. Like, don't be scared of this. I would be, but you shouldn't be. It's like rock. Is it rocking? Okay. If anybody wants to walk in front of this, don't be afraid. Seriously. Especially because you're in my house with me, I'm not going to do anything that'll upset you. I promise. Okay. And then, I almost forgot about this. If anybody, here, let me move my phone away. Anybody wants to walk up to the thing in my hand and make it go from green, which actually looks yellow. If you want to change it to like the yellow in the middle, or like orange or red, that'd be great. You just gotta walk up to it. So like, this one would be really cool to go off. Whenever I've encountered REM pods, they've always gone off before, so I'm a little disappointed. But yeah, feel free to come over to this corner, please. And the ball underneath the REM pod, well, they might be scared of the REM pod, so maybe I'll put it over here. There. So we got that ball, if you want to touch it, it should go off pretty easy, and this one should go off pretty easy. These two might be hard. Should I just turn the ones that are harder off and like put them away? I might do that. There. Now you won't be confused. So this one goes off pretty easy, and that one goes off pretty easy. So just give it a slap. Or if you can make that clock turn its things, or come up to the REM pod and do that. Yeah. Or even trying to walk in front of this grid. You should. That was me. I don't know. Or if you could come up to this thing in my hand and make it light up to red, that'd be awesome. Just come up and touch it. Try to grab my hand with this device in it. Or I still got this thing going with the words. Okay, so we're gonna really try to get this going. Should I put on a ghost show thing? Let's see, what do we got? Should I put something on for inspiration? That's me moving the thing. It's gonna wobble. Here, let me. I don't want to scare anybody away. Maybe we should do this one next. Well, yeah, over there, that works. And I'll put this here. Can you see that? Oh, yeah, I could have made myself bigger. I've only been going for how long before I realized that? Everybody remind me that I can make myself bigger next time. Every time after the live, I remember that. Like, I can be bigger than the little box in the corner. Oh, but now my hair doesn't even look nearly as good, so what's the point? Did I say goodnight to Di? Well, I'm not. And thank you for being here, and thank you for being here with the mod wrench to stop all the crazies. I mean, you guys are all crazy. But any bad crazy that would come in. Maybe we'll do one, spooky video, let's see. Just 8 people, that's pretty good. Let's see. We'll do, chill clips is really, it could, unless Bizarre Bubs got another one. I like them. It doesn't look like they do. Nope. Okay. Because I know that. Did something move over there? I'm not sure if something moved or not. Chill clips. There's a couple people who have really funny sounding voices. Alright. I don't know how loud this is gonna be. I can't really see it. Well, I'll do this. Ta-da. Then we can still see what's going on here. I keep thinking I see something moving in the... I don't know. Okay. Mysterious videos, cowardly people can't handle. I like the new title things people are doing. I think chill clips might though sometimes not have ghost stuff. Let me see. I don't really want to see like just people being jerks though too on like security camera or something. I like Sir Spooks. Let's do Sir Spooks. I can't find him without search. I like Nukes, but everybody watches Nukes top 5 or whatever, so. Sir Spooks. Oh, what about those videos where like semi-drivers see people in their dash cams? 7 scary videos that will make you paranoid, or 11 scary videos that will creep you out. Let's watch it. I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Watch out. Okay, good. It's muted. Hold on. Watch out. Is that good?
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 7 scary videos.
Just trying to give...
before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
Some ideas.
Alright,
Hopefully
with that said, let's begin.
No bad ideas. You're supposed to see everything if I do this. Okay.
This first video that we'll be taking a look at comes to us from Reddit user known as Elizabeth Green Girl 88. Who posted the strange and eerie footage over to the Ghost subreddit. The footage was filmed on a security camera positioned in the backyard of this person's home. In the video, we watch as the uploader's husband is simply taking out the trash, something that we all do on a regular basis. So far so good, right?
Yes, we all
Well, things get creepy when you realize that this poor guy was being kept company by something that is seemingly not from our world.
That is a very hypnotic moon. Oh. Am I in the way? Did I see it? Did I see it? I did. I'm in the way. That's creepy. Like, but now he gets to tell his wife that, like, I don't want to take the garbage out because the ghost is haunting me when I do it. But then she wouldn't want to do it. They're just gonna, like, not.
If you look behind the man taking out the
window.
trash, you should be able to make out what appears to be some kind of bizarre ghostly apparition, wandering around the man for a couple of seconds
show up
before eventually
as
disappearing
a ghostly
into thin
apparition,
air.
that'd be great.
A lot of people in the comments are equally
been doing this
baffled
for
by the
2.5
footage,
hours.
and according to the uploader, after showing the footage to her husband later on, he was completely freaked out, and understandably so.
So the wife
what
showed
do
it
you
to the
guys think
husband
was
after he
captured on
did the
camera that
garbage.
day?
Why would you? I mean,
Do
I
you think that
definitely
there
would do
was
that.
some kind of creepy ghost visitor that wanted to stop by and say hello?
But now you're
Or
setting
is
up
there
to
something
not-
else at play here?
I haven't want to do this.
Be sure to
again.
let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you remember
I mean, he
those
already looked like
amazing
he was having
SCP
no fun.
art books
Can you
from
guys hear me
Parabooks I
and the
showcased
thing
last
okay?
year? Well, they are back with something very special. They've now made a whole series of such comic books and created 5 more stories featuring such iconic SCPs as the Plague Doctor, Old Man, Red Sea
Still here if you guys want to touch that. I'm going to turn this
Before
off
we
just in
take a
case
look
it's
at this
freaking them out,
creepy
'cause it's
next
not
video
gonna,
that was
like, really
posted to
help out
Reddit,
anyway.
let's first explore the
think.
context
I
of
don't
the
know.
story thanks to a nice lengthy write-up provided by the OP, Lazy
freaked
Brother
me out.
1436. The uploader's house seemed cursed. Both
This
their
is Dogman. Do you
grandparents
guys
had
believe
died
in
there
Dogman and
December
stuff?
2002 and
I believe
February
in Tolkos,
2013, and
where
a
you can put
sibling
enough energy
unalived
into the
themselves
idea
in
of
the
something
same
that comes
house,
true.
October 2021.
I mean, I believe
Their
that
husband
is a
suffered a
possibility.
traumatic
I've
80k
never seen-
amputation just 4 minutes down the road
But-
from the house, October 2023. Since their husband returned from the hospital in November 2023, there had been experiences.
Okay, I have to tell you that there is a when it comes to like Dogman things and stuff. So what was that called? That in Britain somewhere they have all those panther sightings, and I guess like they used to. Thank you for the thumbs up. And then they used to, I guess it used to be okay just to let like panthers and stuff from zoos and like whatever free. It wasn't like illegal, which was news to me. Anyway, like I mean not recently probably, but so they just got DNA back from like a kill that they said was from this like monster of this one area that everybody thought was like a big like black cat, and the DNA came back that this big black cat monster thing like they did get cat DNA, like a big like that from this kill, but it was like it wasn't enough to say what kind of species it was, but like that also made the researchers think that did the DNA testing, that like it made them believe more that this wasn't like a plant, like somebody wanted you to find like panther DNA or something, because like it was such little DNA on this like kill that this person found that they said was because of this monster thing. Like they said like not even like really a professional person that like does DNA work would be able to put that little DNA in the right spot like that. It like would have had to come from the thing that killed the animal, and it's definitely like a cat of some kind. And like so like it's probably like this one monster of this one area is probably definitely like a panther or something, and that was probably let loose at some point. So thank you, Sam. Okay. So let's go for a few more minutes till we hit midnight maybe here.
Of a presence around the property, recently manifesting as glowing eyes in the windows. These eyes appeared red or amber, depending on the day. The video in question, situated next to the darkest part of the property, without cameras or mounted lights, had been the site of multiple sightings.
So this is after the guy
The
got
video
back
was
from the
taken of
hospital,
the eyes,
they said?
but upon returning, they were gone. resulting in a short clip of
She
just
got
the
really bad
window.
infections from the hospital.
The uploader,
She's still dealing
overwhelmed with
with.
full-time employment, part-time studies, and
That's
full-time
worse than-
caretaking for
that's-
their husband,
like, it-
often had
that got
laundry
pretty
piling
bad.
up.
Worse than like
A golden retriever,
Ghost.
welcomed into the family in December, seemed sensitive to
Aw, it's
strange
bothering the
energies,
doggy.
frequently barking at nothing around
a
nighttime.
dog's barking at
A
nothing.
clip
No way,
showed
man.
the window devoid of the eyes, which appeared sporadically and mysteriously vanished. Weird vibes
What if
played
the
nighttime
ghost just gives the dog
outings,
food all the
and the
time?
uploader never ventured outside without turning on the lights. Despite a privacy fence around the backyard, unsettling rustling noises were often heard from the other side, sounding too large to be squirrels or rodents.
Oh,
The presence of
I
a
mean,
neighborhood well in
squirrels,
the area deterred
like,
deer,
everything could sound
making the
so
noises
much
even more
loud, like,
peculiar.
I thought
There were
squirrels.
also
I thought
reports
the
of
mice
knocking
were like
sounds and
squirrel.
occasional
At one point,
otherworldly
I heard
growls
something
at
drag
night.
upstairs in the
The
attic.
uploader, along with
Still
their
don't know what
mother
that
and
was.
husband, had seen a
But
7-plus
I felt
foot
like
tall,
the mice were
slender
like
black
squirrels or
figure
raccoons at one point,
running
and they're
across the
just
property.
mice. Like it sounds
3 nights
crazy.
after the siblings' passing, the backyard gates were found wide open, and
And
camera
that's it.
footage
Who
revealed a
passed?
shadowy figure running across the property. 3 nights after the siblings' passing, the backyard gates were found
I
wide
didn't
open,
rewind enough,
and
and I
camera
was talking.
weird vibes plagued nighttime outings, and the uploader never ventured outside without turning on the lights. Despite a privacy fence around the backyard, unsettling rustling noises were
That looks
often heard
comfy.
from
That
the other
house is
side,
comfy.
sounding too large to be squirrels or rodents. The presence of a neighborhood well in the area deterred deer, making the noises even more peculiar. There were also reports of knocking sounds and occasional otherworldly growls at night. The uploader, along with their mother and husband, had seen a 7-plus foot tall, slender black figure running across the property. 3 nights after the siblings' passing, the backyard gates were found wide open, and camera footage revealed a shadowy, mist-like
part of
black
that story
figure
somewhere.
dashing through the
I thought
yard.
that was gonna help me.
Their mother had also seen the figure through the kitchen window about a year ago, but only recently spoke of it, believing she might have been imagining things. About 4 months ago,
That'd be crazy.
while
That was a
outside
real
alone,
picture.
the uploader heard a terrifying scream in the yard and ran inside. Camera footage from the driveway showed a pair of eyes staring, which vanished upon a
Did you guys see
second
a
check.
video?
Initially suspected to be a demon, warding efforts were made, but after discovering a relevant subreddit, the possibility of it being a crawler arose. The family felt terrorized and sought any
Have you guys
input,
ever
posting to crawlers and shadow
seen
people
anything in the
subreddits,
snow
but had limited
of a
insights, leaving them
TV
in
before?
search of answers.
I have an old TV.
The creepy
My old
footage shows
TV
the
that we should
uploader's
set up
pet
sometime
dog
and see if we can
barking
get
and
anything.
freaking out over something that it seems to notice outside, which is so much
My
freakier
old
with all the
TV.
context.
It still works. That's why I'm holding on to it, because it still works. Don't ask. Okay, so we're back to it. Yes. Does anybody have a dog that just barks at anything? My childhood house, we'd hear people walking on like the stairs and upstairs, and our dog would actually sit at the bottom of the stairs, and sometimes he'd bark or growl. What's that? Those are just like, we have something like that that happens at my house, and it's the guys across the street. It's the freaking lamps. It's like they have like these flickering like red kind of like lamp things, and oh my god, it looks
What
like
do you
eyes.
guys
The first
think
couple
is
times I
going on
saw it, I
here?
freaked out.
I personally think it's a fascinating
They're
and
very
creepy
cute,
case.
though, and they're not
What do
freaking
you
me
think
out.
those creepy eyes
That looks-
belong to?
That looks exactly
Be
like
sure
what
as
I see with the
always to
lamps
leave your
from
thoughts
my
down below.
neighbors. And that also looks like just like brake lights.
A YouTuber named Jared Bacuyo, Taxi Vlogs, frequently uploads videos of exactly that. Typically on his channel you can find videos of him recording himself while working his job as a taxi driver in the Philippines. Most of his
Actually kinda
videos
fun to
seem to
watch,
be
but also,
actually
like,
pretty relaxing
what if
for
you
the
got
most
into a
part.
taxi that
But
they
there
were,
is,
like,
however,
recording?
one video in particular
I'd be
on his
fine with
channel
it.
that is
There's
not
probably a lot
only
of people
not
that wouldn't be.
relaxing,
Well, actually, I don't
but
know.
it's downright
What
terrifying.
kind of channel does it end up on? Like,
The video in
what are those
question
people
was
like on
published to
his channel?
Jarek's channel on September 4th, 2023, and showcases footage of him driving
You
around the
did animals,
Philippines,
especially dogs,
simply
to be
doing his
very
best at
in
work,
tune to the
like all of
channel.
us.
Yeah.
However,
figured you
things
probably
take a
would
seriously
have that
sinister turn
experience
when
like
this
that.
happens
Did you ever have an
completely out of
experience with snow on
nowhere.
a TV doing anything funny? Okay, so we'll watch this guy and then I'm gonna head out. There's no one standing on the side of the road. Oh, it's one of these? It's one of these with the dash cam kind of things? Is that what this? Oh, I see. There's like a little... Fuck. Oh, I thought there was a little foggy thing right there. I think I've seen this video for some reason. It like acts like there's a person there, but you never see the person. It's interesting, especially because the door opened. But like, I wish there was another camera angle besides like the front and this one. But I guess like you wouldn't want to have a camera angle for the back seat if you're picking up like random people that don't know you're gonna be filming them, kind of thing. Okay, so he's like, yeah, where did they go? That looks like a genuine reaction. That looks like a real reaction.
As you can see, Jarek's door opens all by itself at one point in the
That's
video,
like the middle of nowhere,
and he then
though. That's
proceeds
so-
to
that'd
talk
be so
as if
creepy
there is
in
a
general,
person
even if it
actually
was a real
sitting in the car
person.
with him. But obviously, that doesn't appear to be. There's also a part where dash cam recordings show that nobody was standing on the side of the
It
road,
almost looked like right
meaning
before
that the door
that,
should definitely
like
not
there
have
is
opened,
like
and yet was standing on the side of the
like,
road,
it looks like there's like
meaning
a
that the
little
door
something
should
right
definitely
there,
not
though.
have opened, and yet somehow it did. This whole story is really similar to that of the vanishing hitchhiker urban legend.
Yeah.
It is a legend in which people traveling by vehicle
I think that's neat
meet
that like this
with
vanishing
or are
hitchhiker thing
accompanied
is
by
actually
a
like
hitchhiker, who subsequently
getting caught on,
vanishes
like,
without
dash cams and stuff
explanation,
now.
often from a moving vehicle. So if
That'd be
we are
crazy if
to
there was,
assume
like,
that
a
this video
video
is
that looked
100%
exactly like that,
genuine,
stock
then it seems as
video
though
just now.
Jarek has just experienced this urban legend come to life and managed to capture it on camera in the process. One
Okay,
thing's for
I'm
sure
getting really
too,
tired.
Jarek will have quite a mind-blowing story to
So-
tell his friends and family. It's just a good thing that he has video
good
proof of
night
it happening,
to-
because most people probably wouldn't have believed it otherwise.
Anybody that wants to maybe come up and grab this thing over here, touch one of the two balls here, give that a try
This
really
next
quick,
video comes to us
or
from Reddit user
give
known
me
as BoardGeek
another word in the
1996,
phone, that'd be
and
great.
shows footage of the uploader standing outside in the middle of the night in
Good night,
Honolulu,
thank you
Hawaii,
for...
filming
the
something
cat
way
ball
high in
go
the sky
off.
that he's fascinated by. At first, it may be a little difficult to make out whatever it is he's
Here the cat balls go off, so... Oh, and we have words. There is a word that's very specific to somewhere that I thought something might come back with me. But I can't tell you anything. But I'm very excited for when I can. Alright, well, thank you for the people in the house who I bothered. And if you said the cat balls off or gave us words, thank you. And Mark. If there's a Mark here or a 5-year-old, thank you. And thank you guys. Thank you, Sam and Becca and Max. And Missy Scott and Copper Horse and Di. And Vargas, who's Stogie on Wheels. And Gail Hurd was here. And everybody else who didn't want to chat but wanted to watch, I really super duper appreciate it. And like I said, did I get everything? And like I said, oh, you guys, let me see. Yeah, did anybody come into the car? Yeah, like the door opened, but it looked like nobody did. When you were a kid, my shepherd stood at point, staring at a corner of the room at my dad's house and would not stop growling like it was ready to attack. She got very protective. I saw a video once, a cop pulled a woman over, had a conversation with her, and when the cop turned around, the driver disappeared. I feel like I've seen that. If you can find that for me, let me know. I've also seen, have you guys seen the body cam footage of the car that ended up in the water and still had the baby that was alive in it, but they heard the woman yelling for help, but like the woman had passed like a while before that. That's like so sad. But like, you know, it's beautiful in a sad way that like, you know, that she like, that appears that she got help for her baby after she died, kind of thing. So that's around. 'Cause that was a big deal. That was like a news kind of big deal thing that I saw. Yeah. So, good night, guys. I can't say which word because it was. Oops, I closed it. It was. Yes, I got it alone. Okay. So it was 5 composition or hollow, and I'm not gonna say which one. Because I can't. But I will let you guys know as soon as I can. So thank you for guessing. And yeah, and you guys stay safe. And if you guys get any, like, try to get your like phone cameras out and stuff like that and catch something for me because that'd be awesome. If you guys got anything crazy going on. Yeah, and then send it to strifegeophysics@gmail.com. That should be in my thing, in my YouTube. So yeah, thank you guys for, sorry it didn't go off. I was kind of expecting it to go off because I've always had REM pods go off a couple times that I've experienced them, but never in my house because I've never done it in my house before. And like maybe the spirits just don't understand how to use it yet here. They're gonna have to figure it out, and that's fine. We're all learning this stuff, so I'm not gonna push anybody, not even the spirits. I'm not gonna push anybody to do anything. So yeah, all right. Good night, everybody, and thank you. Thank you for everybody that chatted and the mods. Copper Horse Die, and Jocelyn may or may not be listening, so thank you. And yeah, Sam, Becca, Max, Various, yeah, Copper Horse Die, Mitzi, Scott, Gail. I feel like I'm forgetting one person. If I'm forgetting you, I'm sorry. Okay. And my husband. Zach's been over there. Zach's been over there the entire time. Okay. So. I hope it was cute. And check out the Penguin Zero guys thing and the other channel, which is called the other channel that he has with the ghost thing. He's got the same kind of idea I have. And then comment that he should totally ghost hunt with me on there, because I want to, because he's got like the same kind of idea that I got, and he just looks like a good time. So okay, good night.